welcome back to my channel. My name is Carla. If you're new here, thank you for tuning in, and if you are a returning viewer, thank you for coming back. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing some wish list items that have been on my wish list for years. I didn't know that was that long, but it was years, and I'm going to be focusing on purchasing things with high intention and not just reckless shopping. I am in my no buy season, and pretty much it's just me not purchasing for this spring season. We are in a transitional season, so it doesn't really make sense for me to go out my way and buy anything. I did make some heavy hitting wish list purchases before I entered my season, and I am justified in making these purchases because they have been on my list for years, and I actually have evidence and proof that they have been on my list for years. So I have been trying to watch where I spend my money, how I spend my money. I have been trying to be intentional these past couple of years with what I purchase at. I really don't have that much. In my opinion, I don't think I have a lot of clothes. A lot of people would argue that I do have a lot of clothes. I don't think I do. I don't have a heavy rotation. I really don't. But I want to challenge myself to use what I have and just create as many outfits as possible. Just really tap into my creativity, because honestly, if you know your style and you know what you like, then it's just organic for you to just have all of these so-called outfits that you can create. So I'm just gonna go over the first item that I had purchased from my wish list. I have these Ferragamo Eva pumps in the color, I think the designer color name, I think it was, I don't even know, I'm not even gonna attempt to, but anyways, it's an off-white color. I discovered this maybe like a couple of weeks ago, that this has been on my wish list since 2022. I am completely justified in making this purchase. I really am. I was devastated. I think it was last year. These went on sale on the actual Ferragamo website. They went on sale, and I did not take advantage of purchasing it, and I should have known better that it was going to sell out, because I felt like this style wasn't really, people weren't really going for it. It wasn't that popular, at least to me, not like super trendy. I didn't see a lot of people with it. I'm not gonna say that I didn't see any, I definitely did, but it wasn't like super mainstream. That's the best way I could put it. So I just slept on it, and it sold out, and I was devastated. And I did not see it on the resale market. I did not see it on the apps, pre-loved apps. I didn't see it there, and I lost hope until, because occasionally when it comes to my wish list items, I do search for them on, like, you know, the Google search engine, and I came across these from a website called Topshop. I think that's how it's pronounced. I'll just put it on the screen, but they had this in stock, and they had all of the sizes in stock, and I saved it on my Karma app, and I just kept occasionally looking at it, because as much as I wanted these, I did see them for a cheaper price before they had sold out. So I think I just kept that in mind, and I was like, I don't wanna buy for that price. I started seeing the sizes disappear, and I was like, okay, girl, you can't do that. You can't do that this time. All right, you need these. These are going to be a staple in my closet, because they are pretty much a classic pump with a twist. And you know, I love my classics, but I need a little bit of detail, not a little bit, a lot of detail. I need a, you know, something that's gonna stand out, and I think these are the perfect example of that. Look at the heel. And I already have a pair of shoes with this heel, a pair of Balenciagas. There's just something about these that just, like, it's so edgy, it's sophisticated, it's just everything, and I'm so happy that I got it. Like, just looking at the structure of the shoe, like, it's a gorgeous shoe, gorgeous. And I love shoes that could be worn for different occasions, and this shoe is definitely it. Now, these definitely do run big, which I was surprised by because I usually wear a 40. And I think for Ferragamo, they display the US size. And I think that would have equated to a 10, but the 10 has sold out. That's when I realized, I was like, okay, people buying it. Let me go ahead and buy this. So I had gotten a 9.5C, and they're big. I don't know if it's because, you know, I don't know. And other people that I've seen with these shoes on, I do notice that they have a bit of gap in the back. So I'm like, okay, maybe that's just the style of the shoe. I don't know. But I won't say that they are that big to the point that I can't wear them, because I definitely can't. I was just really surprised that I went down the size and they were still roomy. So I'm not mad about it at all, but a gorgeous pair of shoes. So I'm just going to start off with what I'm already wearing, which is a simple Zara nude bodysuit and some gray sweatpants that I usually just lounge in. But I just want to show how easy it is to dress these pumps up. So let me just go ahead and grab them. This is what we have already. See, I love a good sweatpants with some pumps. It's already chic. And just to play on the nude color, I honestly think I would just add my camel coat because it is spring. And ideally, I mean, with this coat, I would probably prefer to wear a long sleeve, but honestly, you could get away with anything. I think this would look better with a trench coat, but I don't have a trench coat this color, so I'm improvising. But you still see the color play here, right? Still super cute and casual. And I'm gonna add my Dentro purse because it's very close to the color of these pumps, but not quite. And I think it'll still add a bit more contrast. This is so chic. Once again, I wish that this was more of a trench material because this is a bit thick, but I can get away with it still. Really cool. Okay, next outfit, I just have on my sage colored Zara cropped bomber and my Samaria what's her name? Samaria tank top. Had this for a couple of years. I have some thrifted Levi jeans that are pretty distressed, and then I have on the Ferragamo heels. You can't really see the heels too much. It's like a peekaboo moment right now. And then I would honestly pair these yellow Bottega sunglasses, which I love so much, and this yellow pairs really well with the sage green. I love this color combination so much. I have to crouch to get my whole body in the frame, but this honestly I feel like would be a killer look too. Super casual. And I hate to keep using my Dentro bag, but honestly it's the perfect color to combine with everything. And honestly, I like the idea of tucking it under my arm. This is pretty cool. But yeah, this is also a fab look. I can even ditch the sunglasses, to be honest. And so moving on to the next item, which is also a pair of shoes, an item that has been on my wish list even longer than the first pair. These, I would have to say, was one of those, you know, when you just have an item of a certain era that highly desired, popular. I don't know if this was what you would say popular, because I felt like I didn't see it on a lot of people, but it was just like an iconic piece. That's the best way that I could put it. Iconic. When I tell you, occasionally I would go searching for this shoe, but it was just like, I knew it would be sheer luck that I come across it, but I did, and I got it for a good price. I'm just gonna go ahead and show you that I picked up the Alexander Wang Caden mesh booties. When I first saw this shoe, I gasped, and I thought it was so unattainable. At the time I had only saw it on celebrities, and I think I may have saw it on a couple of fashion influencers, but one of my favorite fashion influencers that I saw them on definitely just sold me on getting these shoes. Her name is Amira Rochelle. I'm pretty sure you at some point come across her content because she's that girl. She's been that girl. I feel like she was the one who really started the whole shoe aesthetic picture. You have the shoes on and you're posing with your feet in the air. I really do think that she was the one who started it all. I feel like she doesn't get enough credit for the impact that she's had, or has, I should say, because even people who have a larger platform, I could tell that they're influenced by her, no doubt about it. But anyways, she doesn't have any pictures on her current social media profiles, but if you look at tagged photos of her, you see from, you know, archived photos from the past. Other fashion pages, they have some photos of her that they had posted, and you could find some pictures of her wearing these, and oh my gosh, I've seen them on Beyonce in the color red, and even Kylie Jenner. These shoes are just monumental. That's all I can say. I mean, maybe I'm just gassing it, but that's how I feel. This is what I mean when I say I make intentional purchases, because I know the stuff that I purchase, I have been in love with them for years. Yes, it is a purchase that I know I will never regret. And I did pick these up from the Real, and I got them for a great price. Sometimes it does pay off to just, nothing's wrong with buying a hot shoe in the moment, but you know, when you allow yourself some time for it to grow on you and just to really know that this is for you, sometimes you do need that. And along with that, you'll get it at a great price, because I surely got this at a great price, and it's unworn. I didn't get a box with the shoe. I mean, when you buy things that are secondhand, you can't really expect it always to come with its original packaging, but I don't mind because I got these, and I just see myself wearing this in so many different ways. Like, these are the type of shoes, because it's like an ankle sock booty. It's probably best worn to wear with like trousers that are a little bit tapered at the ankle, or with like a wider silhouette up top. Honestly, this can be worn any type of way. Even with like slouchy jeans, I could see myself folding the cuffs of my jeans and just wearing it pretty slouchy, or even with skinny jeans, with leggings. Like this, the options are endless with this. Okay, now styling my Alexander Wang Caden booties. Right, I just have this graphic top, white harness here. Years ago, I got this from ASOS, so old. And I heard that skinny jeans are back, so I threw on some skinny jeans because I thought that it would complement the narrow ankle. Now, I will say this about these booties. The fishnet on them are exactly like stockings. You have to be so careful. So just imagine pantyhose, how delicate they are. You will easily put a run in them. And unfortunately for these are fishnets, so it's pretty much just gonna tear apart. And now I can see why these weren't necessarily so popular, because they are not, in my opinion, functional, but I still love them regardless. They're so cute. These are a pair of shoes that you don't wear in a busy environment where there's a lot of commotion. These are strictly for like sitting and looking cute or taking pictures. That's it. I would not recommend anything else. So jacket now. I have a denim jacket that matches the color of these. I'm just not sure if I would wear the harness over the jacket instead of over the shirt and under the jacket. I'm gonna see what it looks like. Maybe I can get away with it going over, to be honest, because it looks like it's just a little bit longer than where it hits. So this is what it looks like worn this way, and then let me try it the other way. I kind of like the contrast of this better. I'm not gonna lie, I do. Yep, I think I do. This would have to be a personal choice if I'm willing to wear it like that, but just to keep it in place. Not bad, right? So this is just one way I would style it. Honestly, I'm not even sure if I want to try these boots on with another outfit because I just don't want to increase my chances of tearing them. So I'm sorry guys, but yeah, this is actually really cute. I just put this together just now, so I had no idea how I would wear these, but honestly these need to be worn where the stocking can be exposed so you can really appreciate the shoe. This is cute though. Now this next piece has also been on my wish list for, I want to say, at least 2 years, and I finally pulled the trigger to purchase it because I honestly can say that I was influenced to finally pull the trigger only because there is a creator on Instagram. I know her from Instagram. Her name is Lisa Ng, and when I tell you, that lady is a chic lady. She is stylish. I just recently discovered her and I love her style. She had shared a post of a jacket, or actually it's 2 jackets that she had purchased, and apparently these jackets were trending, and they're technical jackets. They were fabulous, and because of her video I went on a search. I was between a couple of styles. So there's technical jackets. Apparently there's categories, okay? Technical jackets, anoraks, and what would you call the third one? I guess Parkers. But Parkers, from my observation and just from appearance, they look a little bit thicker in material, more heavy duty, almost like winter like or fall like. I couldn't pinpoint exactly what I wanted because I think I was using her purchases as like a guide, and I shouldn't have done that because it wasn't really genuinely like what I had in mind. And this is what I mean, that you need to make purchases for yourself. You need to make intentional purchases, because I knew I wanted like a windbreaker style jacket. That's the best way that I can put it. So maybe something more like along the lines of an anorak. So I was on the road. I kept looking at jackets. I was saving them. I was wish listing them, and I'm like, I just could not pick one. I think the Ballet, it's a brand owned by another fashion influencer, Shateria, but she also has a similar style jacket that was in the same category as well. I think Heron Preston also had a style that I was looking at. Also Fair of God Essentials had one that I was eyeing, and I just became really overwhelmed. I was just like, I couldn't bother. It was just too much. And not only that, I wanted something that was within a good price range. I'm like, why am I looking at all these jackets when I have this that's been on my list, my wish list, for years? It is this Frankie Shop anorak. I finally did it. I feel like a lot of their items, you have to catch it while it's in stock, because I do think that they are mindful as to how many items they produce, just, you know, for sustainability purposes. The price wasn't exactly the cheapest. It's not like super expensive like high designer jackets, but it's still something that I wasn't willing to shell out. But like I said, because I was struck by Lisa Ng, and I was like, wow, I want that. I'm very much an athleisure girl. I love streetwear. I love anything that's athletic, and I've been eyeing this for so long, and I'm like, let me just go ahead and buy it before I buy something else. It makes no sense because it has very similar, features as to what is so-called trending, technical jacket wise, but this is a better suit for me. It has padded shoulders, which I am in love with, because one thing about me, I will pick up an item, but I need a standout detail. I can't just go ahead and shell out my money and it just looks regular. I love that it's oversized. It is a pullover jacket, but there's a zip in the back just to make it easier to get in. It does have a high neck, which they call a mock neck. Love that feature, because that's actually what I had really admired on Lisa Ng's choice of jackets, was the exaggerated neck. Now the neck isn't as exaggerated, but the shoulders is. I love that. And it's very wide, so you get this very massive oversized jacket. And I love Frankie Shop for their padded shoulders. It's just, it gives you the drama without doing too much. On the model, it looks really huge on the model because obviously she's smaller. Yeah, this was a great purchase. I feel like I'm going to get so much wear out of this. It is thick too, super thick, and I really want to get a lot of wear out of this before it starts getting too warm. This outfit is casual to me, in my opinion. Super chill. Everything is oversized, but honestly, this is an outfit that I would wear out. Very chill, very lax. We're still making a statement. And I paired it with some thrifted Levi jeans and my Loewe flamenco boots. I love these so much. Oh my goodness. I know they probably get a lot of hate, but honestly, I absolutely love them. I know they look like trash bags, but I'd probably look like a walking trash bag if it wasn't for these jeans. But I love this look. Very chill, very calm. I thought about throwing on my diesel boots with this, but I don't know. It didn't really mesh well because the diesel boots that I have are Western. They look more like cowboy boots. And you know, cowboy boots with this, even though there's no rules to styling, but it just didn't look right. But I'll also plug in a picture of how I styled it. Because this jacket is very much athleisure wear, the glasses pair really well with it. Yeah, this is cute. Maybe if I want to tone it down, I'd probably just do a regular pair of shades. Let me see. My other pair of Bottega, I want to say that these are like a smaller shield. But yeah, this is pretty cool. I need more handbags because I don't even have a handbag that I would wear this with. I need to step up my handbag game. So I threw on some dress trousers just to see what it would look like. And I want to say these are my Vomeros. So still keeping some kind of cohesion. Would I wear this? I think I would. It's pretty cool. I like it. It breaks it up a bit, the dress pants, and then there's still a bit of continuation of the athleisure wear. This is super cool. I would wear this for sure. Need a handbag. Yeah. This is pretty chill. It looks very effortless. That's what I like about this jacket. And you see, I don't have to do much on the bottom at all. Like if I probably could throw on, would I throw on a dress shirt underneath and have it poking out from underneath? Maybe that'd be too much, but yeah. Just wanted to show the versatility of this top. And this is why this is a well-deserved purchase. Yeah. If you did enjoy this video, then go ahead and give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this, then go ahead and subscribe. And until next time.